What's up, everybody? Hope you all having a great day. Getting into this episode of GH. Listen, I'm not even mad at the judge. I'm not. I'm not mad at the judge for giving him a harsher sentence because I do feel 20 years is a lot. I mean, that's the maximum. That's a lot. But I'm not mad that she rejected the plea deal. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad that the judge rejected it because at the end of the day, you still committed insider trading, and 6 months is very lenient. Like, that is literally a slap on the damn wrist. I said wrist. Uh, it's a slap on the wrist. You know what I mean? 6 months, that ain't shit for insider trading. You might as well not even go to prison. So I'm not mad at the judge for giving 3 years because I was happy. Because I said, now, I bet you Drew ass wished that he didn't take this deal. I bet you he wished he didn't plead guilty. I bet he wished he fought it down. And Carly just sitting there all shocked and stuff like that and talking about how she begged him not to take the deal. Okay, even if you disagreed with his choice but you respected it, if Carly really didn't want him to take that deal, she would have sacrificed herself because she's the one who set all this in motion in the first place. She should have been one on the phone with Diane trying to work something out. This was her mess. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, if I was Sam, I wouldn't allow Drew to be back in Scout's life. I wouldn't allow it. Not until she's old enough to decide for herself if she want him in her life. Because the mere fact that he's willing to sacrifice himself for Carly instead of being there for his child, I wouldn't allow him back in her life. I wouldn't have. Now you talking about 3 years, and mind you, he was already out of her life for 2. And now you talking about going away for another 3 years and think that somebody's supposed to bring her excuse me, and think somebody's supposed to bring her to visit you. Like, nobody wants their child in that environment. They don't want to expose them to that. You know what I mean? Like, how selfish can you be? Yeah, it's just dumb. And I couldn't stand Michael and Carly and all them today because the mere fact that Ned is going through what he's going through right now and they're still trying to put this blame off on him. Oh, he's the one who tipped off the feds. Oh, he shouldn't have did that. You committed the crime, though, stupid. You don't even have proof that he actually tipped off the feds. You just have suspicion. That's all you have. You know what I mean? Like, you're mad because your privilege is not getting you out of this. And I can't stand when well-to-do people try to use their wealth and their privilege to get them out of trouble that they got themselves into. Like, no. You did it. Serve your time. It's that simple. Stop bitching. Like, you know what I mean? Stop bitching and just do it. So anyway, moving on from that. I mean, Greg, I get it. You know what I mean? Like, he's sitting there thinking that Tracy, oh, you know, I'll apologize for getting in her face and all this, that, and the third. You must not know Miss Tracy Quartermain. Tracy is, she not the most forgiving person. Like, I'm just saying. But Greg do need to start telling his kids about what's going on with him. Like, it's time Finn and Chase know what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand he trying to prolong it as long as he can, but they need to know. You know what I mean? Because he been acting real suspicious. You know, he been acting real funny lately. It's like, it's time to let the cat out the bag. And just tell them. I'm not even surprised Alexis and Tracy were at each other's throat, and I loved every bit of that because Tracy was giving Alexis hell. Like, Alexis was just like, well, I don't even know why I bothered with you. I don't know why people bother with Tracy because at the end of the day, you already know you can't be civil to her. Like, you really can't because Tracy gonna come back with some shade. And she ain't even throw that much shade at her. She threw a whole damn tree at her. Like, she ain't throw no little shade. She threw a lot of shade. So yeah, it's like watching them bicker is just hilarious because Tracy, she could be civil for a moment, but it's only gonna be for a moment. The way she was coming at Alexis was hilarious, and Gregory pretty much had enough of it. Like, the way he trying to snap on Tracy, like, he was trying to stick up for his girl. I ain't mad at it. But he better know, like, Tracy don't play games. I get where Tracy coming from because it is frustrating to see your child in this type of situation. You know, even though he a fully grown man, it's like it's still hard for her to see Ned like this. You know, he don't even know who his own mama is. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's tough for her. Tracy may have this tough exterior, but you know, when you get down and, you know, into them layers of who she really is, like, she could be soft. when you get down all the layers, I mean, she got a lot of layers to cover up that softness, but she could be a little teddy bear when she want to be. You know, you just got to find a little smidge of an opening to get to it. And I do mean a smidge, because Tracy don't leave no big opening to find, you know, that soft side to her. Because she could be a bitch 9 times out of 10. Well, 9.5 out of 10. She could be a real bitch. I'm just saying. But I think there's ways to make the Eddie Main story a little bit more better. For one, we need to see more of Ned, not just bits and pieces. Also, they need to get Lois. I'm sorry, but I think Lois need to be here for this. Like, I think it'll set it off. Lois coming back and stuff like that, trying to, you know, be there for Ned, because I already know the drama that it could lead to between Lois, Ned, and Olivia. It'd be something. I would be here for it. So anyway, moving on from that, Sasha could be in denial all she wants to about what's going on between her and Cody, but I definitely do feel like she feels something for him. She could deny it all she wants, but I think it's her being nervous about moving on from Brando. And I do believe she's not fully ready. But I mean, grief has no time limit. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's going to grieve Brando. She's going to grieve her son pretty much forever. But at some point, you know, when she's ready, she got to move on. But only she'll know when she's ready to do so. I just want Sasha to be happy, because I do like Sasha. You know what I mean? I do like her. And I feel like she's been through hell. You know, these past couple years and stuff like that. She's been through hell. She deserves some happiness, some peace. That little sketchy doctor, though, I don't trust him, because now he's sitting there talking about helping Gladys and stuff like that, all for a favor. I don't trust him, because I got a feeling he gonna make sure that Gladys stays on as a guardian to pay off her debts to Miss Wu. Yeah, he's sketchy as shit. And I wonder what favor he want. Oh, I need a favor. Sir, what favor you need? Like, what kind of favor are we talking? Are we talking like, you know, you gonna keep letting her get this money in exchange for a little bump and grind? Like, what kind of favor are we talking, sir? What kind of service do you need her to provide you? And I hope it's not of the sexual nature. I'm just saying, like, that's prostitution. But what are we talking about, Mr. Doctor? Come correct now with whatever favor you asking. I was so disappointed in Sam. I'm like, Miss Sam, how the hell are you just gonna leave your listening device equipment on the table like that? Why would you leave that behind all free and for it to hit the floor? I'm like, man, what are you doing, Sam? You've been a PI for long enough. You should know better than that. Christina didn't have to burn her like that, talking about she the only one out of the sisters that got a healthy uterus or whatever the case may be. Like, basically saying that ain't nothing wrong with her to have a baby. I'm like, Christina, how you know that? You been tested? How you know you ain't got a little, you know, something going on down there too? But my thing is too, maybe she don't got nothing wrong with her, because I'm like, she is Sonny child, and Sonny's very fertile. So he could get a chick pregnant just by looking at her. So I can imagine Christina. I'm just saying. But she ain't have to burn her sister like that. And I agree with Sam. I mean, the best way to help Molly is just to be there for her. I mean, there's really nothing else y'all can do. You know, I'm pretty sure her and TJ are going to exhaust all options before they make a decision. So it's like, just be there for her. I am so glad my boo is back, Miss Wu. I am so freaking happy she is back, large and in charge. Miss Wu was setting people asses straight. You know what I'm saying? She found that listening device. She told Spinelli, I need to talk to the two of them alone. Get your ass up out of here. Spinelli, get going. Get going, sir. I don't know. For me, I wouldn't have been jumping in no pool to fish out no damn electronic device or whatever the case may be, microphone, whatever. I wouldn't have been up in no pool. Spinelli better than me. Like, I would have been in the pool, but not to be fishing out no recording device. I would have been in that pool enjoying that shit. I don't know why you all up in there getting all wet up, fool. So yeah, Ms. Wu was back in a big way. She was not playing no game. She made it known. She was like, listen, Gladys, yo ass, you gonna drop these charges against him. Cody, you gonna shut your ass up, because nobody better not ever find out that me and you working together. Like, they better not ever find that shit out. I ain't even gonna say working together. I'm gonna say he worked for her. Like, nobody better not find that out, because Ms. Wu has spoken. Gladys better be glad that Ms. Wu took pity on her and decided to take that little payment arrangement, even though she gonna tack on the interest. Because Lord knows, when you paying something in payments and then they tack on that interest, it's gonna take you forever and a day to pay that off, because the interest alone gonna keep you, you know, just broke. Um, and that's my thing about Sam though. At this point, now that Gladys is gonna drop the charges against Cody. I call that man Codis. Cody. Now that Gladys gonna drop the charges, Sam need to let this investigation go. You did your part terribly, but you did your part, and you know the charges are dropped. Let's not go any further, because if I was her and Spinelli, I would not be looking into why Cody, like what's the relationship between Cody and Miss Wu. I wouldn't look into that if I were them. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I would leave it alone if I was them. You did your part. You did what you had to do. Let it go. Because at the end of the day, you do not want to piss off Madam Wu. I'm just saying. Because if you get too deep and Ms. Wu find out that you looking into her business practices, it's not gonna bode well for you. I'm just saying, because Ms. Wu ain't got no problem with just disappearing your ass. She will make a zombie out of you in a moment. You better let it go, Sam. I'm just saying. Sonny's protection of you only can go so far. I'm just saying. And honestly, Christina need to understand too. Moving on from that, but Christina need to understand too. Like when you in the PI business, and I agree with Sam, the P is for private. Like you know what I mean. She can't tell you about clients and what she working on. She can't give you details about that. Like Christina, you ought to know better. That's like Sonny. You think Sonny could tell you about a hit he just put out on somebody? No. If he did that, he would implicate you in it, fool. You would become an accessory. He can't tell you that. Like, no. It's certain careers people got where they cannot tell you the details of their business practices or who clients are. And they can't tell you that, Christina. Come on now. You know better than that, boo. Shape up. Just saying, like, you should know by now not to ask those questions. Like, hello. Um, so anyway, listen, Zeke cleaned up nice in that suit. I just think he need better clients because Drew is a doofus. Zeke, get you some better paying clients. I mean, I understand, you know, Drew got a little bit of coin, but get you some better clients that's actually gonna listen to your expertise. I'm just saying, what's the point of hiring a hotshot lawyer if you're not gonna listen to the damn lawyer? Listen to the lawyer, fool. I'm just saying, like, be smart, be proactive. Um. So anyway, that's pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section, let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Peace.